Time to hit the road. New bike sharing programs like this and this are rolling out across the Chinese capital. Mobike is one of the latest favorites. You reserve and find a bike, scan the QR code, then the bike is yours. And the charge, only about 30 cents for an entire hour. And that's not the best part. You don't even have to find a hub.
It's really convenient and cheap. You can park the bike almost anywhere.
For those who come back from work, there will still be a distance between the subway station and home, so using this convenient service could be very helpful.
Mobike says it received about 200,000 subscriptions during its first 100 days online. With a similar business model, OFO is targeting the market on campus.
We have launched our services on more than 200 campuses in 20 cities across the nation this September. We have tens of thousands of orders a day. I believe the user base will generate handsome profits soon.
Both startups have recently received financing worth tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, making headlines. Well, there was a time China was known as the Kingdom of Bicycles. In 1980, more than 60% of commuters in Beijing rode bikes. However, with the rapid urban development and increase of cars, that number has dropped to less than 12% in 2014. And traffic authorities are trying to get those numbers back. Beijing has been pushing a public bike system with more than 1,700 hubs and 50,000 bikes put into use by the end of last year. But surveys show more than 60% of users think the system is not ideal, with many have problems such as finding a hub, obtaining a user card, and even getting a usable bike. Bike-sharing companies think they can fill a gap.
Mobike could play a complementary role to the government-initiated public bicycles. We are trying to use business power to solve people's transport problems for the last mile of their trip.
Experts are upbeat about the prospects.
For its further development, there needs to be more bike lanes, and public awareness of protecting public facilities also needs to be improved. In the future, it's possible that the government-funded system could combine with the private-funded platforms. We can also think further. Maybe the government could buy services from platforms like Mobike and OFO, or even hand the entire sector over to private companies.
Just last month, Beijing published new proposals which set out to construct a 3,200-kilometer network of bike lanes by 2020. No matter how the system evolves, pedal power could get the city moving to a future that's much cleaner and less crowded. 蒋绍毅 CCTV, Beijing.